fight. How is this going to develop now as we get into the later rounds? It's time to find out. Round 2 begins right now.
You know, I really expected to see Guns take him down a lot earlier, make this a ground fight. He's willing to make it a stand-up war right now, but I think the stand-up war has been favoring Razor. Oh, just as I said it, John cracks him with the big right hand and goes in for the takedown.
See, Gunderson did exactly what Sean Tompkins, who's in his corner, told him to. He said, fake the kick and then 1-2. Steve sees the punches coming if you don't fake the kick first. And instantly, it worked. Sean Tompkins gives great advice.
Oh, yeah. He's a great cook, too. And you see Sharp going for that guillotine he talked about. He said he's got that modified guillotine. I can't see how tight it is.
And he has to give it up. However, he transitions to what looks like could be setting up a triangle move. Now, either way, he's throwing those elbows hard at the top of his head.
He talked about that. He talked with us about that before the fight. He said he wanted to be on bottom and slice the heck out of John's head with those spike elbows that he's doing right now.
You catch him with one of those elbows, it could open him up and end the fight.
Problem with that, though, is that, look what happened. He sacrificed position. Now Guns is inside control, and this is not where you want to be. On bottom, of course. You want to be on top. Guns wants to be on top.
Yeah, for sure. Gunderson is able to muscle out of that lock that Steve Sharp had on him, and as a result, does a very nice job transitioning to top, staying on top, maintaining his advantageous position. But now he's going to be able to separate and open up a little bit if he has his way.
Great job by Sharp, though. Smooth jiu-jitsu. He transitioned and recovered his position, got back to guard. You see Guns going right away to pass that guard. Now we saw the smooth chess match on their feet in the first round, kind of favoring Sharp, and now you see the ground game, the chess mates on the ground is kind of favoring Guns a little more, which both fighters said they thought would happen in pre-fight interviews.
Guns' objective right now is to be able to pop his leg out from in between, Steve Sharp's guard. He's in the half guard position right now. And if he can get out of that and get side control, I think that his strength is really going to start to play a factor.
You know what? Coming from Extreme Couture, Randy Couture's favorite position was to stay in half guard and just pound the hell out of people. So I could see Guns, now he's back to his feet, but staying in that half guard and just controlling the position and beating the hell out of him with it.
And Guns comes right back into the guard. He's obviously not afraid of Steve Sharp's guard.
Nope, he's stuffing the leg. He wants to go into that half guard and just pound away. He's got one leg, and he goes, and he's almost passed all, and he's passed. Secured side control. And Guns opening up with some nice elbows.
Yeah, giving Steve Razor Sharp a little taste of his own medicine. Steve's been doing a nice job of throwing those elbows, landing him in the right positions. They haven't opened Gunderson up yet, but you know they hurt. However, now Gunderson's on top, and he says, well, you're going to get some of my elbows.
You see Guns trying to go into mount. And you know what? I would have advised against that. He tried to advance his position to mount, and that's what Razor wanted, because Razor got to go ahead and get himself back to half guard.
But looking at these two physically,
look at Guns. Look at Guns. He's setting up a choke. He looks like he's setting up that Darce. Guns softening more punches.
Back into the guard, and oh, those elbows are gnarly.
He said right here, I'm going to do a double spike on his head and slice him open. There's the double spike. Wow. He must have heard me. He smiles and points at me. You hear his corner saying, stay active. Now, you can be on top and lose a round, lose the fight. We remember Kevin Random when he fought Boss Ruin. He spent the majority of the fight on top of Boss, but Boss was just punching him and slicing him from bottom.
It's a great example, and you know that Gunderson is starting to feel those elbows to the top of the head because he's starting to put his glove up there to try to protect it a little bit. Man, Steve Razor Sharp with those elbows. He's doing a good job of popping his hips up off the ground, creating just enough distance to throw that elbow onto Gunderson's head. And now Gunderson is saying, all right, enough of that. Okay.
Guns needs to get to half guard, stay in half guard, and just pound away there. If Guns gets to half guard, he can control those elbows, tie him up a little better, and employ his own elbows.
Steve Mazzagatti is resetting the fighters right now. They got tied up in the ropes a little bit, and we're actually almost tearing the ropes apart because they're beating the hell out of each other so badly. But he's reset them in the center of the ring. And let's see if Steve Razor Sharp continues with the elbow barrage from the bottom.
There he does. He goes right away. 10 seconds left in the round.
Who do you give this round to?
Dude, it's so tough to call. Guns got the takedown. He controlled top position, but he was getting cut up with those elbows.